From the Detroit Free Press, it's Friday, March 6th. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bushes.com/join our team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join our team.
This is J.C. Reindl for the Detroit Free Press. Metro Detroit-based Art Van Furniture made a shocking announcement this week. It is closing all 190 stores and starting liquidation sales on Friday. More than 3,100 people are expected to lose jobs. That news comes just 3 years after the company was sold by its founding family to a Boston-based private equity firm. Details on what exactly caused Art Van's collapse should be known in a few days when it files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. But we hear that overexpansion plus online competition in the furniture and mattress retail business were factors. But perhaps the biggest factor was Art Van's debt burden from the private equity sale. A lot of debt makes it hard for companies to maneuver when business conditions get challenging.
I'm John Wisely of the Detroit Free Press. Former UAW President Gary Jones is the latest person charged with corruption. Federal prosecutors accuse him of embezzlement, racketeering, and tax evasion. Jones resigned in November. Investigators say Jones and other officials spent union money on luxury travel, high-end booze, expensive cigars, and spa treatments. At a Thursday news conference, U.S. Attorney Matthew Snyder said this:
Mr. Jones conspired with other UAW officials to steal over $1 million in UAW money and property. Instead of that cash and property going to help the men and women of the union, Mr. Jones spent it on his own personal enjoyment and on the whims of other high-ranking union officials.
Jones is the 14th person charged in the ongoing UAW corruption probe.
This is Brian McCollum, music writer with the Detroit Free Press. The coronavirus threat has arrived in the United States on the cusp of one of the biggest concert seasons in recent years. The Free Press spoke with a host of people involved in Detroit's live music industry, and all say it's business as usual for now, but they're also watching closely as developments across the country change daily. As of Thursday, there were still no confirmed COVID-19 cases in Michigan, and Detroit's Chief Public Health Officer, Denise Fair, is advising the public to go about its planned activities, including concerts and music festivals. There's one big exception to that, Fair said. If you're sick, stay home. The mood in the local concert biz right now is alert but calm, and there's some optimism that the spread of coronavirus can be stemmed by the coming warm weather, meaning in time for the prime summer concert season. The calendar is already packed with A-list tours swinging through town, including 7 stadium shows at Ford Field and Comerica Park. Still, the risk of outbreak is being taken seriously, given the potential ramifications for mass public gatherings. Thursday morning, for instance, the Miami Herald reported that the popular ultra-electronic music festival will be postponed there because of the health concerns.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm opinion writer Nancy Caffer, and Thursday was kind of a bummer. Elizabeth Warren dropped out of the 2020 presidential race. Popular among college-educated voters, Warren never really expanded her base. She didn't win any primaries, finishing behind Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders even in her home state. That's how politics works. But when a woman is running for president, we have to consider the role misogyny plays. My inbox is full of men who want to tell me that they didn't care Warren is a woman, but that she reminds them of a school marm, that she's too hostile and also not hostile enough. She attacked Bernie too much and not enough. Same with Bloomberg. She's a know-it-all and a moron. It all seems pretty sexist to me. It's hard to be a woman running for public office, but we've got to keep doing it because someday people will think it's normal.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department and an update from Tigers spring training. Going into Thursday's exhibition game against the Yankees, the focus was on pitching. Not only did 3 Tigers prospects take the mound in Casey Mize, Alex Faedo, and Matt Manning, but Garrett Cole, who signed the biggest contract ever by a pitcher, started the game for New York. But the story Thursday was offense. Miguel Cabrera, who is noticeably slimmer than in years past, took Cole deep twice in a couple of huge bombs at Joker Marchant Stadium. But the Tigers were far from done. They hit 9 home runs in their 15-11 victory. According to the Tigers, the 9 home runs were the most by any team in a spring training game since Detroit hit 9 back in 2012. That was the last year the Tigers made the World Series. Hey, we're just saying.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. And sign up for the Daily Briefing newsletter. See you on Monday.